Gosh, I love being a hyena. Yay! So I guess it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, headless, where I look at the camera without my fursuit hat on. I guess it's been a while since I've updated y'all about my life. I know I haven't been uploading as often, but this year I've actually been really proud of the videos I've put out, even if it's taken a little bit more time. And I think the reason why the videos are taking some time is because my content's changing, because I'm changing as a person. Being a hyena on the internet has been this wild, crazy journey. It's certainly been a roller coaster, but I think it's been one of the most important roller coasters, journeys of my adult life. Like, I did the math. I've been a YouTuber for 5.5 years. That's about 2,000 days. And I started making videos on this channel at the age of 24. I'm now 29, like, went in a blink of an eye. And I'm really grateful to have so many of you come along with me on this journey of essentially growing up. Growing up online, growing up with this microscope. No, that's not the word. It's a magnifying glass over me. And yeah, okay, I play a character. Nus Hyena is my fursona. It's not how I appear in my day-to-day life, although I do like fursuiting a lot. And the act of sharing content with everyone on here is so much fun. There's always this adrenaline rush, this excitement every time I upload to YouTube and get the first comments coming in and see how many people watch the video and like the video and what people thought on various social medias. But the hard part for me recently is the actual making the content part. And I think this is something that a lot of content creators who've been doing this for a while, you know, at least a couple of years, may struggle with a little bit. Because you start your journey of creating content on a platform, doing one thing, being one person, and over time that person changes. I gotta make sure I have a run of film. So yeah, I'm sure I've changed in certain ways since I got my fursuit at the very end of 2016. And that's almost 6 years of this suit. I freaking love being a yin, dressing up as him, looking in the mirror. It still gives me a nice little smile underneath every time I pop that head on. But if you go back and watch my first videos, I was still very new to furry. And let's face it, I was also fairly new to being a queer person. I came out at the age of 22, which is relatively pretty late. And I'll be honest, my YouTube channel grew unexpectedly quickly. And I will always be grateful that I was able to have some success on YouTube, because I know it's not something that everyone is able or lucky enough to get. And I know it's a dream of many people to have a sizable platform for their content. I mean, that was a dream of mine as well. So yeah, speaking candidly, I did essentially win the social media lottery, even to be able to get up to this stage. So now that I have this platform and an opportunity to entertain or inform or open up to people or whatever else people do on YouTube, right? Because I have this opportunity, I've really been thinking about, especially in the last year, about what kind of content I want to put on this channel. And I've always thought of myself as an entertainer first. I mean, that's really what I know. I think back to my mascotting days, basically my first exposure to wearing a suit, a fursuit of any kind. And that's where I really learned to entertain people with an amplified version of my personality. Because when you're suiting for a lot of people, yeah, you want to be goofy, you want to be animated and larger than life. And I think I've done a lot of content like that. And I sure definitely will keep doing videos that are light and silly, because that is just something I always enjoy doing. Even if people don't enjoy it as much as I do, I think the important thing is I enjoy it. And with my content moving forward, I really want to make sure that I'm really enjoying what I do. I'm not just trying to feed the algorithm. And I think why I have really enjoyed being in the YouTube space this year is because every video I made was meaningful to me in some way, or I had a ton of fun making. And I guess that brings me to the last couple of months where there's been a relative drop-off in uploads. Like, I haven't been uploading a lot this year, I know that. There's definitely been a bunch of videos I've shelved, but like the last couple of months I've been filming stuff and not even trying to edit it, sort of looking at the footage and feeling like the content I'm making isn't fresh or up to the standard that I want to put on this YouTube channel. So, you know, I filmed vlogs, I filmed story times, I filmed videos in VR, like talking to the VR camera. And I think what I realized is I kind of miss the freshness and the novelty of making videos when I first started, because this was so new. Like, wearing a fursuit and talking to a camera and doing silly things, that was very new back in 2017, still fresh in 2018. And of course there was an element of riding a wave, because like 2017, 2018 were very big years for furry YouTube. There are a lot of eyeballs on this site. There still are, but I think throughout the years there has been shifts in attention, at least in the furry community. Some people might disagree with me, that's what I think. But I think moving forward, I want at least half of the videos that I upload on this channel to be in a genre or a type of video that I didn't really do my first 5 years of YouTube. I want you to come in here and feel like, oh, Nuss is trying something new. And I would like to think that this is a turning point in my channel, where the feel of it is going to change a little bit. Like, firstly, you're probably going to see more human Nuss. Like, probably wear the suit, wear the skull cap. I mean, I don't think they snapped at great clips, that's why I'm wearing my skull cap. What do you think in the comments? So yeah, more human Nuss videos, more video essay style videos, and I still want to do skits with the fursuits, but I do want to make them feel different than my previous skits, at least some of them. Because look, I'm super appreciative of everyone that watches this and watches all my videos, because without y'all, I couldn't do this. Or, I mean, I could, but I'd be talking in a room by myself in a hyena suit, and this kind of thing is a lot more fun with an audience. But I think in order for us to have the most fun, I have to have the most fun, and that's why I've really been taking this year to sort of explore what I want to do with this channel. Like, I really like the singing video I did. It was something pretty personal and something pretty scary for me to post, because I think I still find it hard to open up, and maybe that has something to do with why I was very closeted in the first place, because I think I've always had a bit of a hard time opening up. But eventually I just do it anyways, because I think of how I first stumbled upon furry, and it was through looking at content creators. I mean, there was a lot less furry YouTubers back in 2008 and 2009 when I was researching furry. But those suitors and artists and musicians really inspired me to get involved, and I definitely want to show more of myself, because, I don't know, it could help inspire someone or help someone opening up about my various struggles and experiences I've had in my life. I think that's one of the reasons why I do YouTube in the first place. It's to connect with people. Because yes, I do like making silly content. I do like being funny, I do like being entertaining, but I also want to mix that in with something that's a little bit more personal. And I think this does mark a change of my philosophy about YouTube, because before it was just to entertain, like putting on a mascot suit or putting on a fursuit and running around. Like, that was the purpose, to put a smile on people's faces and brighten people's days that little bit more. But yeah, I think another reason why I want this channel to show a little bit more of me, the human, is because I'm ready now. I think having social media platform and being young can be a very overwhelming experience, especially for a queer adult who hasn't been out for very long before gaining an audience. Because when you don't have a lot of time to really know yourself, and then you are putting out content and naturally being subject to the opinions of others, it could definitely be a roller coaster of an experience. And I think I knew unconsciously that if I talked about everything during those years when I was still working on myself and just finding out who I was, it might have made the experience of doing YouTube very stressful, because I wasn't ready for, I guess, like, the judgment of me. Like, I could put out the Hyena character and, you know, you get a mean comment, but it's people talking about the Hyena. But I think over the years I've just been able to develop a thicker skin, and I think I'm just ready to show more of myself now. I'm not, like, scared now. I definitely was. Because there are certainly aspects of having a platform and having a following that are scary, and I think it's a video for another time. I don't think YouTubers and streamers have enough resources for mental health, because I think without any sort of guidance, doing content can be, like, stressful or overwhelming or a whole bunch of things. So yeah, I suspect this will be the turning point where Hyena starts uploading more, because I'm ready to show more of myself that isn't just Hyena persona. And of course, Nuss is me, but he's also like an amplified version of myself. Some furries, their persona just is them. Nuss is like a heightened version. He's like a cartoon character version of me. So I am excited for this new era of my YouTube channel, and it is my goal. 2023. It's ambitious because I do work a little slower maybe than other YouTubers, but I would love to get weekly uploads in, and I don't see why I couldn't, especially that I've done a lot of working myself in the background. Because yeah, your boy Nuss had to learn how to deal with things like burnout. And I do want to acknowledge that there have been people that have been supporting me so much through, you know, Patreon and stream donations and, like, signal boosting, like, my Twitter and all that. Even when I wasn't feeling the best, and I've been doing YouTube long enough to know that the viewers, they'll come and go, and it's really cool when people come back and say hi or even stick around. But I am so deeply and greatly appreciative of everyone who has stayed and given me and this YouTube channel a bunch of love. Even when I wasn't feeling my best. Yeah. But I think the coolest thing about how I'm feeling recently is I'm really finding that excitement again. I'm really finding that passion, all that energy and excitement that is the reason why I started YouTube and kept doing YouTube in the first place. So I think in many regards I am back. I'm not the same person I was when I started my YouTube channel, but I'm ready to put myself out there again. And I guess this is really the first step, so thank you everyone for watching. This Hyena essentially grew up online. Okay.
Yes! Yes! We fucking did it! We fucking did it! We did it!
And that is, of course, the title of my video, My Social Awkwardness.
I wasn't originally going to go to Biggest Little FurCon. Vlogging. We've been hitting up Spirit Airlines, bro. Or Frontier. They're the same thing. They're merging.
Megaplex for Pile 2022. Like,
to subscribe.
Miles?
Hi. Hello. I'm Nas. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Hello. Hiya. Time all I think about is you.
Oh my God, yes.
Flipping me out. Something happened on
Every now and then I get a little bit restless and I dream of something wild.
3, 2, 1,
What? What? Hi, Nuss Hyena here, and today I'm bringing you some furry hot takes.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together from now until forever. Boom, 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 boom. I want a double boom. Let's spend the night together in my room.
But boy, this was a fucking experience.
I love the old chat.
Alright, that's fucking it. You all are amazing. I love you all. See y'all later. Love you all, and once again, just thank you. I'm the fucking luckiest furry in the world. I swear to fucking God. Y'all are amazing, and y'all always show up, and I'm too lucky. I'm too lucky, and I love you all. And thank you for the subscription. My 17771, but we're gonna fucking go to bed and some